And today is the perfect example of trying to do motherhood, friendships, fitness, wife duties, life, everything. But anyway, I need to talk to y'all about Boston. Watching my real life vlogs. Welcome back. And today is a run day, so you know what that means. This is what I'm wearing today. I got my shorts with the double pockets, one here and one there. And we are not even bringing headphones. You guys, my last couple runs have been the sounds of nature. And here's the thing, okay? It's warming up outside, so I'm wanting to do a lot more of my runs outside. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't even want to be bothered, you know? So my last run was very enjoyable, so this one is going to do the same. These last couple runs have been like mental health runs also, by the way. And in those instances, I just want to hear the birds and the sounds of squirrels running through the brush, things of that nature, like straight tuning into my senses, okay? So let me get my running shoes. Which ones shall we wear today? Let's see. Let's wear the Brooks. I haven't worn these in a while. Today I have 3.5 easy miles, and I'm going to go run them in one of my favorite trails that I probably visit maybe like a dozen times over the summer, just because it's always popping with a lot of people and I like the scenery. It's over at Swallow Cliff. If you're from the area, then you know that area is most commonly known as the stairs. People go there to exercise up and down the stairs. It's like this long staircase. And that's cool, I do that sometimes too, but I mostly enjoy the trails for running. I just took my pre-workout. I got my electrolyte mix right here, and we're gonna head on over. And yes, this is my first vlog back from Boston. I was there for the Boston Marathon, and I was surprising my sister, and I know y'all wanna hear all about how that went, so I will chat with you guys after this run, okay? I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. Because I was gonna skip it, because I'm realizing that I might be training too much in a week, because I'm training 6 days, and I usually take Sundays for my recovery, but I think I need 2 recovery days, just because of some symptoms that I've been having. Nothing major, but just like little signs to let me know that I might be barking up the wrong tree, okay? And what tree is that? The tree of overtraining and getting an injury. And I don't think anyone knows injuries like me. I kept an injury last year, and I was just like, you know, trying to work around it, but I was getting injured all throughout my marathon training block. So I'm trying not to have that happen this time. So I might have to rearrange my schedule for running. We'll see. Arriving at Swallow Cliff, it's a lot of people out here today. Y'all, it's such a beautiful day. It's 79 degrees. I just looked at my thermometer. I didn't know it was this hot. This is not a good day for running, but because it's an easy pace run, I'm gonna be running super slow. I think I'll be okay. I'm just a little bit worried about the hydration piece, but I should be fine. It's a lot of sun shining. I have on my sunscreen, but this is definitely one of those days where I'm going to get my first layer of a tan for the summer. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get a tan today. And this is how I maintain my tan throughout the duration of the summer, because you know tans come and go, but I'm able to maintain mine because it comes in layer after layer when I'm doing all these outdoor training sessions. So if you are one of those people and you want to get a tan and you want it to last, get outside and exercise. It's gonna last. Favorite place to be? Outside. Oh my God, my heart rate is so high. I'm running so slow. But it's because it's so damn hot. Oh my God, so mile 1 was 10:42 and my heart rate is 160. What the hell? At this pace, my heart rate is usually like 140. I'm like, oh my God, I feel fine, but it's just so hot. My body is working overtime to keep me cool. Let me go even slower. How about an 11:30 pace? Let's see what that does. Oh my God. Split 2 done, 11:28. Doing better.
2 miles into lap. Previous mile in 11 minutes, 31 seconds.
All right, mile 3. Back to 10:30. But I'm gonna take a break now. Done running. Got my 3 miles in, okay? I'm just gonna walk back to my car. That should be about 1.5 miles of a walk. But I'm going to enjoy it because look what I get to see. Awesome. That run was really hard. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why marathons start at the crack of dawn. Because you need to run in cool temps. The hotter the temp, the harder the run, and the higher risks for medical events, if you know what I mean. So that was hard. Every now and then I like to do a hard run that really pushes me through my comfort zone, my heart rate comfort zone. And this was one of them. So I'm sweating real good. But every time I'm done running, I feel like $1 million. So it's all worth it. But boy, oh boy, am I thirsty. Wee doggy. Back to the car. I'm not doing this again. If it's over 74 degrees, I'm going to the gym. But yeah, it was fun. Ooh, brain freeze. What a chaotic morning. First off, good morning. Today is a gym day, but it's a lot of chaos going on. I haven't even been able to talk to y'all. So I'm on my way out the door. I'm suited up and ready for the gym. Anthony went and got an oil change, so I need to go and pick him up from there so that we can go to the gym. But first, I gotta drop Ava off at daycare. I told Erin I would meet up with her after the gym to go for a walk. She wants to go to Swallow Cliff, so I guess I'll be going back to Swallow Cliff. It's a lot going on this morning, so anyway, can y'all keep up? Let's see. I'm sticking y'all in my bag. Having a little breakfast on the go. These little lemon and blueberry muffins from Costco. Ava's little T-Rex be like all over the place. Trying to get an early start on the day so I can do everything that I want to do today. It just be like a race against time. Like it's just not enough time in the day to get everything done that you need to get done. And today is the perfect example of trying to do motherhood, friendships, fitness, wife duties, life, everything. To be fair, I'm not always this overwhelmed. I do know how to take things off of my plate. And on top of all that, it looks like it's going to rain today. Last night was fun and relaxing though, you guys. I spent some time in my backyard sitting out by the bonfire. I was out there with the girls for a little bit and then it was time for them to start their nighttime routine. So they went inside and I stayed out there until the sun went down and it was amazing. I wasn't doing nothing but just like doom scrolling and sitting by the fire. A great start to spring because the weather was perfect last night. I went and bought a couple of bundles of firewood from the grocery store, so I was ready. It was great. I don't know, I might have to do that again. And yep, these are good. It doesn't taste desserty. It tastes like kind of savory. Not gonna lie, sometimes that moment right after I drop Ava off and Ann is at school, I feel this moment of relief just overcome me because the children are where they need to be and I can focus on myself for just a few seconds. Yeah. All right, let's find out where this grown man is so we can pick him up and get his butt to the gym. Anthony, where the heck are you? All right, BMW is gonna drop him off, so I don't need to pick him up. I'm on muffin number 2.
Blueberry, strawberry, kiwi, pineapple, all that stuff, right? Fiber too, right? It's solid with fiber. Veggies, veggies, and then potatoes.
From what I was Googling.
Oh, show! Hey. Are we ready for our Duluth focus leg day today, Vaughn? Ready to run it?
The workout was good. It was glute focused. I was like, oh, not again. We did hip thrusts. We did reverse lunges off of the platform. We did some kickbacks. And what else did we do? Some hamstring curls. Y'all, my hamstrings are just beat up, okay? But I'm loving it because I do feel them getting more strong and more capable. I know it's needed, but my hamstrings are my weakest posterior chain muscle, but I am working on it. So it was a good workout. I kind of cut it a little short. Me and Anthony, I just dropped him off to get his car from the dealer. And now I'm headed to do this walk with Aaron. Let me close the windows. It's a little loud. Close those windows for you guys. So now I'm headed to Lake Catherine to do the walk with Aaron. Lake Catherine is in Palos Heights. And it's the cutest little area. I'll show you guys when I get over there. I did go over here once before to run, and it wasn't the best place to run just because the trails are kind of short. And if you're running any kind of distance, you end up doing like all these loops around the lake, and then like the trails cut off kind of quick. It's just not a good run if you're doing a long distance. But for short walks and things like that, it's perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm kind of mad I didn't get a chance to go home and change, so I still got on my like gym stuff. But it's fine. It's not as warm today. It's like 70. So having my sweater on will be nice because it's kind of like breezy. But yeah, it'll feel so good to just get in some steps, get in a nice, you know, low intensity walk after I beat my glutes up like that, okay? This is gonna feel good. I found her. There she is. Hello. Okay, because your mom's still going. Oh, look at this. Is this a swan?
Yeah, those are actually really fucking mean. They look so nice, but they're like...
Oh my God. Getting these steps in, baby.
Tomorrow, I signed up for... I don't know if I'm signed up for Sunday.
Back home and starving. I'm so hungry. Had a great walk. It was the perfect distance. We just did 3 miles, which was just 3 loops around the lake. And yeah, I was just talking to Aaron about, we were talking about a bunch of stuff, you know, catching up and stuff, but we were talking about how we feel trying to stay fit, you know, at our big ages. You know, Aaron will be 40 this year. I'm 43. And I have to admit, I do feel a little above average with my physical abilities, being able to get myself off the floor, bend over, lift heavy things, run far distances for long periods of time, all of these different things. So like, this is the stuff that rolls over outside of the gym, the things you notice about your mobility, about your sleep quality. And it's just something to reflect on, right? If you're a person who goes to the gym a lot or whatever, take a moment sometimes to just stop and think about how you feel and the progress that you've made, because that's the whole point of all of this, you know? You need to feel the difference. You need to feel good. So just check in with yourself. And we were just doing that, and I was like, you know, I'm proud of me, you know, and I'm proud of you too, you know? But Erin is so sweet, y'all. She got me this card. She's one of those friends that does a lot of just because type of gifting. And so I'm not gonna show y'all what is on here, but she got me a card with a cute little handwritten note. And then she printed off this picture of me and her when we did one of our walks before. And then a picture of her daughter, who is just the sweetest little girl. Erin loves pictures. I don't think anybody has more pictures than your girl Erin. So let's see what we're about to have for lunch. It looks like Anthony went to Costco while I was gone. Looks like we got some American Wagyu, some New York strip, and some Atlantic salmon. And I see he pulled some eggs out right here. So I think he's about to make something. I'm telling you, my stomach is growling. I done closed all my rings. Good morning, it's a couple days later. Just got breakfast off the ground. It's okay, eat your pancakes. Eat your pancakes, sweet girl. As you can see, I had a lot of protein for breakfast this morning, which is exactly what I needed, but I didn't even get to finish it because it was just like too much food. But I loved it, it was delicious. Hey, Ava woke up not feeling too well. And Dottie is actually still asleep. I think he had a late night last night. I wouldn't know because I was asleep when he came in. But right now I'm having myself, or I'm making some tea. I got the kettle going back there. I wanted another cup of coffee, but I have literally never done that. It's always just ever been one cup of coffee. And I'm like, we not about to open up a new can of worms. I already be struggling. Let's just do tea. Everybody in here got a late start to the morning. I think it was because the girls got into bed kind of late last night. I ended up deciding at the last minute to just wash, condition, and twist Anne's hair. So I didn't get done with her hair until like 9 p.m., which is pretty late for them, even though it's the weekend. And so they all went to bed later, and then Ava woke up at like the crack of dawn, you know what I'm saying? And then she ended up going back to sleep. So like literally it's like 10 a.m. My leftovers. What tea should I do? It's not a ton to choose from. Let's just do this green tea. Today I'm pretty much laying low. I do plan on relaxing for much of today. And I was working on some content for a couple brands that I am partnering with. So I'm doing some final edits on that stuff. And the weather is kind of like cool and brisk. So I'm thinking it's a perfect day to go out back and start the fire pit up. I would really like to do that. So that's on the agenda today. Ava? That's where I'm about to be in a little while. I'm in Ava's room. I'm actually hiding from her. Okay. The kids are giving me a run for my money this morning. But anyway, I just wanted to sit down for a second and talk to y'all. I couldn't go in my bedroom because Anthony is in there sleeping. So let's just sit in Ava's room for a bit. Girl, this room needs a revamp. Ava's getting older, her interests are changing, and this layout is just not working the way it used to. For starters, this chair is gonna need to go because the girls, both of them, play on this thing like it's a piece of playground equipment. You know what I mean? They're using it to climb up and like get to things and like jump off of it and like all kinds of things. So this chair is gonna have to go. But anyway, I need to talk to y'all about Boston. Ow, it's too hot. Oh my God, it's too hot. I gotta wait, let me sit it down. Let me sit it down. Half of the comfort of drinking hot tea, or hot coffee for that matter, is the cooling off of the warmth of the beverage when it's like super duper hot. Is it just me? Okay. So obviously I did not vlog Boston, as you guys can see. We're starting to do recaps with some of my travels because what I found is that when I like title a video with the destination or something like that, you guys don't really click on it as quick as you click on like some of the other types of content I create. So definitely know I pay attention to that kind of stuff. So since you guys are not as excited about the travel vlogs, I'm gonna stop vlogging it. And we can just do these recaps because you guys seem to like them more. But yeah, Boston, I knew it was gonna be a quick turnaround and it had like all these moving parts. I mean, it's sports spectating, so I knew it was going to be hectic. So I kind of had a feeling I wasn't going to really be vlogging everything anyway, but I did record some moments that I know that you guys wanted to see. And I know the big thing was surprising my sister, right? The whole thing about it was me showing up to the Boston Marathon and like her not expecting me. But I couldn't have done it alone because there was, like I said, a lot of moving parts. So I had to kind of rely on Kay and Felicia because they were going and she knew they were going. She just thought I wasn't able to make it. So I was like going through them to like get logistical details. The biggest one was finding out where she was when I landed. So she ended up being at this kind of like convention. It was adjacent to the Boston Marathon. It was called Black Unicorn Runners. I think that's what it was called, Black Unicorn Marathon Runners. And so she was a part of that as a Black runner, which represents 3% of the registered runners for the Boston Marathon, which is just absolutely crazy, y'all. Only 3% of Boston Marathon runners are Black, but that's okay because we're working on that. We're working on increasing those numbers through awareness, through opportunities, through making it cool, making running cool, okay, in the community. And so I'm doing my part. So anyway, I found out that she was gonna be there. So as soon as I landed, I just got right in the Uber and made my way right over to that event. It was like at a community center type of thing. So it was tons of people. When I walked in there, I was kind of like trying to creep and lay low so that I wouldn't accidentally run into her. So that's what I did, and I was like communicating with Kay and Felicia. Y'all know Felicia's my auntie, right? Okay, that's my dad's youngest sister, so she's like younger than me, but we're really close, and so yeah, she's kind of more like a cousin. But anyway, she was there, and when I got there, she had her back turned and she was paying attention to like the speaker, and I like crept up behind her and I tapped on her shoulder, and I was like, "What's up?" Look, let me show y'all. I can show you better than I can tell you. Just landed in Boston. I'm here for the Boston Marathon. I'm supporting my sister. She's going after her 3rd world major. She doesn't know I'm here. I'm surprising her. Found out where she was and I'm about to ride down on her. Thank you. So yeah, if you follow me on YouTube and you watch YouTube Shorts, you probably already saw that moment. But yeah, it was so awesome, y'all. She was crying. I cut out a lot of parts because I didn't want y'all to see her in her full vulnerable moment, but I did show most of it. And she was just so taken aback because here's the thing, me and my sister, we're the only runners in the family, right? I might have some distant cousins somewhere that I don't know that run, but the people like in my direct lineage don't run. So we're the only ones, we're the only 2 to complete marathons and that sort of thing. So I try not to ever miss any of her runs, right? If it's a big run, a small run, it doesn't matter. I'm either gonna be there in person or I'm gonna be there virtually. And she's done 3 world major marathons now at this point. She's done Chicago, she's done New York, and then now she's got Boston. So she's a 3-star marathon finisher. And when she did New York, I was there virtually. I was sitting there for like 3 hours watching her run, I ain't gonna lie, because they had it like live streamed. And I wanted to make sure I caught her coming across the finish line, and I did, and I was so happy about it because I couldn't make it to New York. But yeah, and then Boston being her fastest one. Can you believe that? Like, Boston is very hilly. It's very similar to Sydney. Anyway, and then for Boston to be her fastest one, that's a hell of a feat. So we were super, super proud of her. Oh, wait, let me not move too fast through the story. I can hear Ava and Ann in Ann's room watching I put on a movie for them, and I can hear them in there laughing at the movie, so all is well. But yeah, Boston is like a favorite of mine, right? The city itself. And for the marathon, they just lay it all out, you guys. There are different events going on in the city, just all types of activations, because of course it's one of the bigger, more popular marathons, so a lot of the brands get involved. On Lululemon, Nike, just like everybody's there because they want a piece of the action. So that part of it was very, very fun. I don't know if you guys are as familiar with the Boston race course, but it's very famous. A lot of records have been broken and made on that course. It's very historic. I think like the first woman marathoner fought her way into the marathon, and it happened in Boston. Just all kinds of stuff. It's famous for some stuff we're not as proud of as well. If you guys recall, in 2013? And the marathon itself actually begins way outside of Boston, and it ends in Boston because Boston is quite small. I don't know if they were trying to really run a marathon through Boston, they would have to do like 100 laps, right? Because it's a really small little city. So we got to actually hang out at the finish line like a couple days before the race. And then of course, you know, Boston's got great food, so we went ahead and got ourselves involved with some delicious cuisine. A couple of spots I want to name that I think you should try the next time you're in Boston or the next time you encounter this restaurant chain is a place called Salty Girl, which they're famous for their lobster rolls. They are the best I've ever had. Absolutely delicious, 10 out of 10. They've got some great appetizers and some great entrees and a really fantastic bar with amazing drinks. And the atmosphere is so laid back and beautiful. You definitely want to go there. And then the other place I want to mention is this really good sushi restaurant that my aunt told us about. It's called Zuma. I know Zuma is in other cities for sure. There's one in Las Vegas, but oh my God, so good. Such good atmosphere. And y'all, when we were there, we saw 2 athletes in the restaurant. It was really crowded that night and they were like tucked away. And I don't really know a lot about sports, so I can't really tell you who the people were, but there were 2 athletes. The boys were like 7 feet tall and everybody else knew who they were. I just didn't. Oh, and then when I surprised her with the gift that I got her, you guys know I went and got her the official celebration jacket with the leggings to match, and then I got her name embroidered on the back. But y'all, here's the plot twist, right? So when I was looking at her Instagram story, I saw her at a sports store buying the jacket. Like she was like trying it on and she's about to buy it, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's about to buy the jacket that I'm gonna surprise her with. I wished I could have stopped her, but that would have ruined the surprise, because there's no way I would have been able to finesse my way into getting her not to get the celebration jacket. I mean, come on. So I let her go ahead and buy it, but I made sure, because Kay was there with her, so I told Kay to make sure that she kept her receipt. Whatever you do, make sure she keeps that receipt, because she's going to return that one and she's going to keep mine, which has her name embroidered on it. Mine was personalized, so we're gonna prioritize mine. And Kay actually also got her a really fun present as well. So we presented her with the gifts at her place the night before the marathon, and she was so excited about the jacket, y'all. Like, she loved the way it fit. I actually ended up getting her the men's small, and she had ended up purchasing herself the women's medium. She liked the men's jacket better because it came with a slight variation in the back, which only came with the men's version, and she preferred that one. So I was like, yes, double points. And she also loved the embroidery on the back. She was very appreciative, y'all. She loved the jacket, and she was excited that I got her the leggings, because the store that she was at didn't have the leggings, they only had the jackets. So it all worked out perfectly. And Kay got her the cutest little gift. It was basically a caricature of her, and it kind of represented like her run journey. And so it had all of the world majors that she had. It had the Peace Runners flag, and she was running on her favorite race course, which was New York. So that was so perfect. She loved her gifts. And then the next day was race day. So the next morning, we started to make our way over to the race course. Our thing was to meet up at mile 22, because that's where all of the happenings were. That was pretty much what they consider a cheer zone. So all of the run groups set up shop there. They put up the canopies, and they have the DJ, and they have the food and the drinks and the liquor and the girl, everything. There were photographers, videographers. It was just all done up and just super hyped. People were dancing and of course cheering, and you could just see all the runners going by, and it was phenomenal. Let me show you.
Man, let's go.
Let's go. Hey! Which run crew got the best doggy? Let's go! Hey! Okay. Oh, Tweet. That's him. And when we saw Mumu running past mile 22, she was looking strong. She didn't even look like she was like tired or anything. We were so excited, y'all. We were screaming so much. It was out of control.
I see ya! I see ya! I see ya! See ya?
And I really love the Boston Marathon. It's unlike any other marathon I've ever spectated because it's so hype. People just take it so seriously. They give it so much love. And you can feel that energy when you're running, when you're spectating, when you're just present in the city during that time. And the Boston race course, at least from what I saw, it's not like other race courses in the sense that it went from like really fast runners to like really slow runners. There's not much in between with the Boston Marathon. People are like super fast or like super chill. I'm a super chill marathon runner, at least so far. I haven't ran my second one yet, but when I ran Sydney, I was running at like what they call party pace. It was my easy run pace. So I wasn't like tore up when I got to the end of the marathon. I wasn't really pushing myself. I was just trying to enjoy it as my first one and just finish. And I think Boston is split like that. You know, you got the really fast runners and then you have like the chill runners. And that brings its own energy because like you get all hyped about the people running 6-minute paces and stuff. And then you can like party and have fun and like cheer on the people who are just chilling. It was just amazing. I truly enjoyed it. I'm so glad I got to go. Man, I'm so glad I got to go. Boston is the kind of marathon that you go even if you're not cheering for somebody you know. You just go to have fun. It's like a big block party. I hope Sydney improves and gets more like that as they participate in more marathons, because I know the one I participated in was like the first one when they were being recognized as a world major. And so I think the city was like making a lot of adjustments to that. And I mean, they had hosted marathons before, but nothing to that scale, right? The world major scale. And I think they were like really focused on quality and making sure they got everything right. Because I mean, they had like elite runners there. Kipchoge was there, you know, Safan Hassan was there. So they had like some elite famous runners. So I think they were really focused on operations. And I wasn't the only one who said that. A few other people were saying that too. So hopefully like the next ones will be more hype. And then maybe I'll run it again because I love Sydney. Hell, I might go back this year. Because I had accidentally gotten a year-long visa when we were preparing to go to Sydney. So my visa is actually still good. So that's like an excuse for me to go back. So I might go back for the marathon this year. But my next marathon, y'all, I think I want to run it with Mumu. And I think we decided on the one we're going to do together. And I'm not even going to say it on here yet. I'm going to let it happen and let y'all see it. And it's definitely not in the United States. My camera cut off there for a second. I've been talking too long. But anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all the recap on Boston and just let y'all know how amazing it was and how proud we are of Mumu for finishing. and beating her own record. Every year we get older, but running gets more and more fun and more interesting and more meaningful. And we ain't stopping. We ain't slowing down, y'all. This running thing is until the wheels fall off, okay? And shout out to the Peace Runners for always bringing the energy. We always have such a fun time with them. It's insane. And I think that is it for today's vlog, you guys. I gotta get back to my kids, okay? They got a little quiet. Let me go check on them. And I appreciate you guys for watching this vlog all the way through. I love you guys so much. And stick around until next week, because I'll talk to you guys then.